Okay, so we'll be talking about FIBB Volleyball Rules 2021-2024. So, player at the net, 11, section 11. So, 11.1 is reaching beyond the net. 11.1.1 in blocking, a player may touch the ball beyond the net provided she or he does not interfere with the opponent's play before the latter's attack hit. So, pwede naman niyang kunin yung bola. Pero, if the setter is making a play or kumukuha sila ng play for that particular sense na pagtawid ng bola, pinipilit na lang kunin, tawag ito, reaching beyond the net yan. 11.1.2 During the attack hit, a player is permitted to pass his or her hand beyond the net, provided the initial contact has been made with his own play space. For example, galing dun sa bump, lumagpas ng konti, pwedeng ibalik ng setter. Okay? So, basta galing dun sa kanila. Pero pagka, ilang naman nakalagay dito eh. So, pag galing sa kanila yung pass, yung setter pwedeng kunin pabalik eh. Then, provided the initial contact has been made within his own playing space, the ball is not caught or thrown. So, yun. So, malinaw siya. So, let's go. Penetration under the net. 11.2.1 It is permitted to penetrate into the opponent's space under the net provided that this does not interfere with the opponent's play. Ngayon, kung for example, nagsiset, nandun yung katawan mo sa ilalim, pwedeng tawagan ka ng interference. And 11.2.2 Penetration into opponent's court beyond the center line. So, for example, ang penetration naman, basta hindi ka na makagulo doon sa play ng kalaban nyo, okay lang. Okay? So, penetration naman daw, malinaw to. Basta yung lumagpas ka dun sa opponent's court. Walang sinasabi sa 11.2.2 kung lumagpas man yung paa. Basta lumagpas. Dito naman sa 11.2.2.1, to touch the opponent's court with a foot is permitted or feet permitted, dalawang paa, isang paa, provided that some part of the penetrating foot remains in contact with or directly above the center line. Sabihin, pwedeng lumagpas yung paa, pero nakadikit pa rin sa linya. And does not interfere with the opponent's play. For example, naglaro spectacular play yung yung setter nila, and then nakalagpas yung paa mo doon. Pwedeng magulo yung play nila. Pwede kang tawagan ng interference. Or, basta nakaagulo ka doon sa opponent's play, pwedeng interference to. 11.2.2.2 To touch the opponent's court with any part of the body above the feet is permitted, provided doesn't interfere na naman doon sa opponent's play. Pwede pumasok yung kamay, pwede pumasok yung paa, basta walang play doon. 11.2.3 A player may enter the opponent's court after the ball goes out to play. Ngayon, for example, drawing tayo ha. Ito yung center line, ito yung net, ayan yung net. Nandito yung bola. For example, may nag-pass, nag-receive sila, punta rito yung bola. Ngayon, for example, si player, pwedeng lumusot dito para kunin yung bola, ibalik dito, then balik papunta dyan. Pwede yun. Okay? So, players may penetrate into opponent's free zone provided that they do not interfere with the opponent's play. Pwede rin sila sa free zone dito. So, for example, nandito yung court, ito yung net, so ito yung free zone ng kalaban. So, pwede kayo pumunta pa dito. Regardless kung saan man dito, basta wag lang pong lalagpas doon sa antena pag binalik nila. Dapat papunta dito. So, pagpunta rito, sabihin, ano na yung fault na yon. Okay? So, contact with the net, 11.3. Ang magandang topic ito. Alam naman natin sa recent rules naman, para may kuryente na po yung net sa mga recent rules natin. So 11.3 contact with the net, 11.3.1 contact with the net by a player between the antenna during the play action is a fault. Malinaw na to. The action of playing the ball includes, among others, take-off hit or attempt, landing safely, ready for a new action. So lahat po yan, basta nahagip mo, even buhok ng player is already in contact with the net. It's a fault already. Lalong-lalo na pagka doon sa action of play. So 11.3.2, a player may touch the post, ropes, and other object outside the antenna, including the net itself, provided it doesn't interfere. So malinaw to. For example, ito yung net, ito yung center line, ito yung antenna. So for example, ito yung poste. Nandito yung play. Dito yung play. Pero pwede mo hawakan to, syempre. Nandito naman yung play eh. So, pag dito ko humawak, automatic nandyan yung play. Interference na rin yan. So, pwede maging assisted hit, something like that. So, yun. Bawal po yan. If ever wala na yung bola dito, pwede ka humawak dito outside of the net, sa labas ng antenna. Yan, pwede yan. Kaso lang, pagka umalog yung net, hinawakan mo, nalog mo, automatic, untouching na yan kasi interfering ka na eh. Yun. Let's go with 11.4, pulse at the net. A player touches the ball or an opponent to the opponent's space before opponent's stack hit. Yan. O ano to? So, ano to? Overreaching ito. 11.4.2. A player interferes with opponent's play when penetrating the opponent's space under the net. So, for example, dadaan sila sa ilalim, kukunin nila yung bola dito, dumaan sa ilalim, yung isang player, hinarangan niya. Imbis na makakapunta dito, pwedeng ano yun, interference, pwedeng tawagan. Okay? So, a player's foot penetrates completely to opponent's court. Ayan. So, for example, yung paa niya, yan, eto na yung paa. Sobrang lumagpas na. Pero pag nakatapak pa, okay pa yan. So, 11.4.4, a player interferes with the play by, amongst others, touching the net between the antenna or the antenna itself during his or her action playing the ball. So, malinaw to. So, using the net between the antenna or as a support, a stabilizing aid. Parang ano to? Pagpalo, nakahawak ka sa net kasi baka ma-out of balance, madisgrasya. Pwede yun. Kaso nga lang, it's already a fault already. So, for example, maraming beses ko na nakita si Eliza Valdez nito na pagpalo niya, humahawak sa net kasi alanganin yung bagsak. So, automatic tatawagan mo ng net touch. Creating an unfair advantage over the opponents by touching the net. For example, magne-net, hinawakan mo yung net, magne-net yung bola sa service, hinawakan mo yung net, diba, binaba mo para tumama yung bola sa net. Yan, parang ganun. So, basta may unfair advantage. Making actions which hinder opponent's legitimate attempt to play the ball. Pwede mong ginagalaw-galaw yung net, or binaba mo yung net, tinaas mo yung net. Catching or holding onto the net. Okay? So, any player close to the ball and is played and who is him or herself trying to play it considered in the action of playing the ball, even if no contacts is made. However, touching the net outside the antenna is not considered a fault. Ayan. Kaso nga lang, pag naalog or nagalaw mo yung post, naalog yung net, nagkaroon ng interference with the normal game, tatawagan ka na interference. Okay? Or something like that. Kasi hindi naman siya net touch pag sa labas ng net. Okay? So, outside na kasi yun Pero, if ever magugulo yung play, interference. Yun. Siguro yun na yung natin, presentation for today, all about net. Player at the net. So, ang pinaka lang talaga dito is the contact with the net. So, with the net as a player, bawal hawakan po yung net. Bawal po interfere with the play. Okay? So, yun. So, bawal po mag-penetrate yung foot completely to the opponent's court, touch the antenna while playing the ball, using the net as a stabilizing aid. Okay? Pero kung maiwasan yung madisgrasya, at balance kayo, hawakan nyo na lang kasi naman madisgrasya kayo, makakakuha ka nga ng point kasi nadisgrasya ka naman. Okay? So, creating unfair advantage, making actions that hinder opponents legitimately attempt, catching, or holding on the net. So, lahat na po yan ay mayroong faults sa net. Automatic score po ng kalaban. Pag may tanong, comment na lang po. Thank you everyone.